Alright, what's up people? It's Jay the Salamander to bring you another video. Just to say, this review is gonna be kind of like relatively short because it didn't like have any like crazy like action, but I did like the flashback of, like, you know, when Hashirama and Madara were kids, how they met and all that. So just because it's like, you know, it's not like that much action, and I'm gonna just make it like a short review. Alright, so starts off with Madara and Hashirama in there still talking, like they're at the river, and then he's like, tell me your name, and all that. And then, like, I like what Kishimoto did, like, with this chapter, you know, like, even though, like, at this point we didn't know that they were in the war, but I'll get to that in a second. But so Hashirama and Madara, they meet for the first time, and like right off the bat, I noticed that Hashirama, like, he's attentive, like, you know, like he's aware while trying to be friendly. He puts up like a facade almost, because he watches Madara and he tries to skip the rock across the river, but then since he's behind his back, Madara can't see his face, so he's like, he gives him that mean mug, and he's like thinking in his mind, he's like, oh, how he throws that shuriken, he must be like a like a shinobi. He can like throw like the rocks like it feels a shuriken. And then I'm just thinking like, oh, so they're being like fake to each other, and we'll get into that near like the end of the video. So they you know, they're talking, and then it's like, I don't know, Kishimoto kind of makes it funny in a sort of way, because Hashirama is like making fun of Madara, and Madara's getting pissed, and like, it reminds me of like Naruto as a kid, you know. It's typical kids, like he makes Madara look really funny and like childish and all that. So Hashirama keeps like hitting Madara with these jokes about getting to the other side of the river, and then shit gets real. And by shit gets real, I mean as in a random body starts like to float in like the river where they're skipping the rocks, and right off the bat Hashirama runs up to the body, picks it up, and he's like no, they got it's from the Hanagura something clan. I don't know how to pronounce that shit. So it's from that something clan I don't know how to pronounce. And then he's like, oh, I must go. So then that's where they depart. And then Madara is like, oh, you must have been like a shinobi too, you didn't give out like your surname. So if he would have gave out his surname, that would have led some crazy shit. Like, they would have probably just fought right off the bat if Hashirama had told him his like real name. So yeah, so he leaves, and then he's like, oh, I'm Madara, kinda. I don't know if he, like, Hashirama heard that or not. So he left, and then they skip to like the coffins, and then I'm just shocked, like, damn, all these coffins of the Senju. I'm like, wow. I kind of like, I don't know, maybe 4, 5, 6, and I was like, damn. And then it's like Hashirama, they're mourning, you know, the deaths of their fellow clan mates, family members. And then the body that Hashirama had found was apparently Kawagura. I don't know how to say his name, but it was another young fellow shinobi in their clan. I believe he was 7. And at this particular moment, what I liked and was disappointed in this chapter was, we find out that Hashirama and Tobirama had a third brother, right? They had a third brother, and we did not know about this. Itama, like, alright, so I know right off the bat you guys are gonna be like, oh, Itama looks like Zetsu, automatic Zetsu. I just want to talk about this. I really can't say it's not Zetsu. I can't say he wasn't like inspired to look like, you know, I don't know. So what we know about Zetsu is that like what, he was created by Madara, the white Zetsu. But then we have to think about it, like, even though that was a while ago, where did where the face of Zetsu even come from? Like, what was his mold? Or was that supposed to be like Hashirama, like without hair or something. I don't know, because it kind of resembles Itama, but then again, Itama was a kid when he died, so I don't know how he would make a grown-up version of Itama. But I don't know, like I just, that automatically goes into people's minds. Seeing how he has like half black, half white hair, I thought that was really odd. Never seen that in Naruto. It's like he has like half of half of Tobirama's hair, half of Hashirama's hair, and then Kishimoto's like, I can't decide, fuck it, I don't care, I'll just give him half and half, you know. So yeah, Itama, Tobirama, Hashirama, and that all rhymes. But yeah, they're crying, you know, especially Itama. He seemed more like the sensitive one. He seems more sensitive than out of the bunch. Hashirama seems more passionate and mad. Tobirama, he keeps that mean mug, you know, he doesn't care. Like, he cares, but he's more like his father. He's more stern and like straightforward. So we also find out that Hashirama's father is named Hashirama, so you know, Hashirama Jr. over there. Alright, so right off the bat, when we see Hashirama's father, Hashirama, like, we can see that he looks like the Hashirama that we all, you know, are known to like see, but he's obviously older because, like, you know, his cheekbones are like caved in and shit. So we find out that like I don't know, like they were talking about like how kids dying in war, and then Hashirama gets like, I don't know, he gets in this like the moody, depressed stage, and then I forgot what Hashirama has said, but it pushed his dad to the limits of where it came like child abuse. And right at that moment when he punched him, I was like thinking of that you know, the video game Super Mario Bros. Like Brawl or something, and I was thinking of Captain Falcon, I think, I'm not sure his name, and he's like, Falcon punch, and he's like just child abuse. Call the first gen shinobi police or something, I don't know, come arrest Hashirama. He punches him and then he walks away. And then Itama or Tobirama, one of them was like, you know what happens when you defy dad? He's gonna beat your ass, nigga. Alright, so he was walking away, and then I forgot, Hashirama said something else that's smart about like kids dying like for war, and then Hashirama Senior runs back full speed. I'm thinking he's about to kill this young man. And then Tobirama steps in like a brave heart, and fortunately stops the dad, because I don't know, he just told himself to calm down, you know, it's not worth it, like, you know, don't abuse your kids, don't get the wrong impression and shit. Alright, so right as we get to know Itama, is the quicker he died, yo. Like, it sucks because you don't know what kind of shinobi he could have been. He could have been like a great shinobi. Who knows? Seeing how, like, you know, the first Hokage was Hashirama, second Hokage was Tobirama. Who knows? He could have been a third Hokage, for all we know. But he had a short-lived life. He was probably about like maybe 7, 8. Karuga was probably like 7. So like all 4 of them were probably like the same age group, maybe. So Itama gets surrounded by like 5 Uchihas and all that, and just for the thought, I kind of lied. I said it was gonna be a short review. It's a flashback, but I lied. It's it's pushing 9 minutes right now. But so yeah, he evidently dies. Backup comes, but doesn't save him in time. After that, we kind of get like we skipped all the way to like, this is near the end of the chapter. Hashirama, he's on the river, and then we notice this river is more like an escape from the war almost, because anytime we go to the river, no fighting is happening. They're just chilling. Madara, I don't know if they're like friends and like this is where they meet up every time. They have like a set time they come, or Hashirama's there like all day and just waits for this nigga. So he comes, and then Madara is bothering him, and he's like, oh, like, what's wrong? Something must be wrong. At this point, I don't know if Madara knows who Hashirama is, or does he know that his people killed his brother, little brother or something. He's crying, and then Madara was like, let me help you, talk to me, and he's like, no, nothing, I'm fine. And then Kishimoto made it funny again. Was like one scene, this Hashirama's face is like stern, you know, and then like like Madara looks him in the eyes, and I don't know, his tears flowing from his face, and then, you know, he gives him a brief like summary of his life and shit, you know, like why he's crying, what's the river for. He apparently uses the river to escape from his troubles. So this is basically like where the end of this chapter comes, is when Madara, he starts talking about like how you can't trust like the people you see, because, you know, right off the bat they give like a facade, just like how Hashirama did. Hashirama acted like almost like a female. He was acting like a girl. He was like, oh, I'm sorry, and all that. But then he also took in observation in his head, you know, like just in case he wanted to fight him, he wasn't gonna be no bitch. So Madara, I'm pretty sure he knew that, and he just let him know right off the bat that like people don't say what's on like truly on their mind. So we kind of find out that they both kind of wanted that same idea to happen, of like peace and all that, because we find out that Madara had 4 brothers who passed away. Now Hashirama had 1, but Madara had 4 that we don't even know about, but he had 4. I'm pretty sure Izuna was not dead at this time, so maybe the translation was wrong, but he's like, oh, I lost like 4, or I had 4 brothers. And then so basically he must have had 5 total, maybe all of them died except Izuna. And this is why, oh my god, just doing this review right now is making me think so, like, I don't really know how to explain this, but I'm just saying Madara must have had 5 brothers, and as a kid he lost 4. So maybe he grew up with Izuna, and losing Izuna drove him off the cliff, right off the cliff. And I'm getting goosebumps right now, because I'm just thinking about this. That must be why he loved Izuna so much, and why Hashirama said that he must have been his last brother. Like, I just came up with this right off the top of my head, and I'm getting goosebumps right now, because I just thought of that. That has to be why Izuna and Madara are so close. He must be his last brother. They must have like watched each other's back. They must have been that ride or die. Oh my god, shit. Yeah, just leave a like for that you know, of my finding, alright? Wow. Just keep that in your head, alright? And if anyone asks y'all young men out there like who gave you that idea, just say it was Jay the Salamander, and bring them to this channel and make them like or subscribe down there, alright? Wow. Alright, so can't wait for the next chapter next week. I may be trying to do like a predictions maybe tomorrow, I don't know, but so you know the deal. I don't really need to tell y'all. So if y'all like this video, just leave a like, comment what y'all want. And you know, I'm one of the first out there to review this ish, so just leave a like, comment, and if you're new, make sure you subscribe. And like always, people, have a good day. Jay the Salamander, out.